listening to Into the Pond with Frog and Discount Don, exclusively on the Shuli Network.
Into the pond with Frog and Discount Don. Two boys in the back, they're giving it a crack. Into the pond with Frog and Discount Don. That guy.
Into the pond with Frog and Discount Don. Two boys in the back, they're giving it a cry. Into the pond with Frog and Discount Don.
Frog and Discount Don. Two boys in the back, they're giving it a crack. Into the pond with Frog and Discount Don. Into the pond with Frog and Discount Don.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Into the Pond with Frog and Discount Don. We appreciate you being here. We also appreciate you hitting the like and subscribe buttons and turning on accept gifted memberships because people like to gift around here. And we want to make sure you get one so you can check out the Blunder Years and Drooly Tunes and all the other stuff that's behind the wall. Discount, how are you?
I'm great, buddy. It's great to be back together with you on a Friday night.
It is. It's very exciting to be here on a Friday. And
it's Friday, right? I have a heavy metal memory, so I'm not sure sometimes.
It is Friday, and it is hard to remember because we didn't do a show yesterday, and so that threw my whole schedule off. But real quick, everybody's been asking in the chat and in Discord, what's going on? Why weren't we on yesterday? And why is it just Frog and Don today? The answer is because Shuli and Zen had gigs and have gigs tonight, and Mike is traipsing about Europe, dropping little Stuttering John figurines at landmarks. So
exactly, they're all live on location somewhere the last few days. I mean, between Shuli, Mike, and Zen, they're on 7 continents right now.
Yeah, and Zen and Shuli are doing comedy tonight.
Right.
Yeah,
they're gonna try that out.
I would love to sit here and tell you that we fired all 3 of them and it's just going to be me and Andy from now on, but sadly that is not the case, not yet anyway.
Yeah, we don't plan to crash and burn anytime soon. The guys are sticking around, so the comedy will remain here.
You better believe the minute
Instead, you have us.
Fire either of them. So what are we going to do tonight? We're going to talk a little bit about Stuttering John because supposedly he's coming back on Monday to Doc's Cardiff Electric. So we're going to talk about that. And then I noticed Missy B's chat, shout out to Missy B, during the countdown about John running out on his date. Did you see that, Andy?
I did not know. I love being fresh to some of this stuff. I'm busy working on a couple projects right now. Not to go
I
into
know, you're just so put upon because you've got to animate and sit there and draw 700 different drawings.
But no, I mean, I hate missing out on things, but at the same time, I love when it's fresh and I haven't seen it. So it's great to hear about it or see it for the first time.
Well, I wasn't planning on showing that tonight or talking about it, so I didn't put the link in the description, but I will after the show. WATP did a segment with a guy that just happened to be at a restaurant John was at. So this guy that apparently is friends with Missy B and Cumia. So he's at a restaurant in Tampa, and who does he see but Stuttering John? So, of course, I guess they were passing each other at one point. So he said something to John, and that at some point, John excuses himself from his date to go to the bathroom. and never comes back. So this guy goes and talks to Stuttering John's date, and she starts crying about the fact that he abandoned her there.
No.
There's some question as to whether or not he actually covered the check or if he left her with the check. So if you haven't seen that clip, I highly recommend it. It's on WATP's channel. And as soon as we're done here, I'll add it to the description so you can just click that link and go over and watch it. And shout out to Karl and gosh, I don't remember the guy's name that was at the restaurant that had the story, but whatever your name is, shout out to you as well. Because
are we sure that's the reason why she was crying?
Well, she might have
she was on a date with Stuttering John. I mean, that could be the reason right there. I think we have the answer.
Yeah, that's depressing if that's what your life came to. And apparently the other funny thing is about that whole situation is apparently they had spoken, John and this woman, about not Googling each other. So, John's obviously very sensitive about the fact that the minute a woman Googles, it's weird too, isn't it? Because it's like he wants to brag, obviously, that he's Stuttering John from the Howard Stern Show and the Tonight Show, but he really can't because the minute you go and Google him, the first thing you're going to get served is the Uncle Rico Show and WATP.
Right. And Stuttering John's not the type of person who's going to Google somebody else too and find out who, he might be dating and see if he can find her on Facebook or,
He
Twitter or somewhere else.
Not give a shit. All he sees is the picture. That's all it is for him. And I think that's my theory as to why he probably left as well. There's two trains of thought. Why would he have left? One of them is that he could not afford the check because according to this gentleman that was on with Karl, the restaurant they were at was very expensive. So it's possible that he looks at the prices and he's like, oh, I can't afford this. And he decides to bounce. Also possible that he wasn't attracted. Like, think about how thin-skinned he is, or how shallow, he is. Imagine he turns up and she doesn't look like her pictures, right? Like he does. He uses 10-year-old photos on those dating apps. Assume she does as well, and then he turns and it's,
And it's horrible either way.
Yeah. Him?
Yeah, of course. I mean, and maybe he was pissed off because he couldn't find out his mother's maiden name. That's a possibility.
We have a couple so what else are we going to do? So we're going to talk a little bit about John. We also have, so here's what happens. I open up YouTube like in the morning or at night when I'm done working and I start scrolling through, and proof that the algorithm works, it serves me all kinds of like freaks and weirdos and people that have like 20 subscribers.
People we check out on the raid.
Well, yeah, exactly. I think that's why, right? Like that's what I meant by the algorithm works.
Right. We get the same things fed to us. Yeah.
It's like because we watch all this stuff on the raid and whatever, it serves us all these other like small channel kind of weirdos. So one of the things I like to do is drop like links to these things in our group chat to show the guys to see if maybe this is someone we want to take a deeper dive on. But I know they don't always watch them. And even if they do, it's like they'll never listen to me. I know how this works by now. If I say something, they're not interested, but they will listen to the audience, right?
Oh, there are people that will listen to you, Frog.
Well, you don't count.
From day one, I've been in your corner. There are people here right now that are listening because they're here for you.
I meant the buzzards, not you. Of course, you're always on my side.
You're the steak, I'm the salt.
That's right. You're the A1 steak sauce, or what do they use in Canada?
Yeah, we use A1. I won't, but yeah, it's here.
You don't? What do you have a Canadian preference? Or you
I have
just
in the past. No, I'm not going to put a sauce on a good steak. There's no way. If that steak is cooked right and you're at the right location, there's no need for sauce.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you're cutting into that baby, and yeah, it's all good.
So what I've done is I took 3 of the people that I've been kind of served, and one of them I've watched a little bit of because he's sort of fascinating. The other 2 were just kind of, as I was thinking about this today and looking, I found these other ones. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch a couple, there's 3 of them, short packages of these people. And we're going to, after we watch them and talk about it, we're going to run a poll in the chat. And whichever one wins, we are going to take another episode of their show and cut a package to bring to the guys on a trainable. So you guys are going to help us decide.
Sounds good.
Real quick before we get to any of the and Don has a game. Discount Don has a game for us.
I do. I mean, most of you guys obviously are here listening to the show. We're obviously into the Dabbleverse, but I thought even just for a minute or two, we're going to get away from the Dabbleverse and do a little trivia that has nothing to do with what we do here.
Dave Daffler's got $5. He says, "Oh, hey, Don, I caught your act this past weekend at Mo and Ann's Grit Parlor in Clifton, New Jersey. Thanks for all the Garden State Parkway toll tokens."
Oh, hey, Dave Dappler. Good to see you, brother. You got the signed napkin, so obviously you had a great night.
Dave Daffler is the best.
He is.
So is this guy, Mike Shitty, internet provider. Holy shit.
Suck my dick.
I'll suck your dick.
I'll suck your dick.
I eat cock.
Oh, hey, beautiful man meat.
I'm coming, Jesus.
I'll be on the prowl. Be on the prowl.
There's an ice cream truck going by outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that. If you can, I apologize. Thank you so much, Mike Shitty, internet provider. Shout out
Good
to
to
you,
see you, brother.
and your family. And our friend Meredith.
I hate the effing ends and Jews.
We met her at DabbleCon in Rochester.
We
Thank you
did.
so much for gifting a membership. That's 21 people that are going to get in to see the Blunder Years and some of the Drooly tunes. And I can't even think of what else we've got behind
We
the
have
show.
a couple of things planned. Yeah, I don't know if we can
And we've
talk
got
about it right
plans.
now, but yeah, we have plans for people
we have
for
plans.
tier 1, tier 2 as well.
One of the things that we're definitely going to do for tier 2, because we did it already with Lenny this week. So it was like in the middle of Lenny not being able to we were asking him what browser he was using because he was having some trouble with the settings, and we wanted to see if he was using Chrome because that's what StreamYard recommends, and he didn't understand what we were talking about. And it was in the middle of that Zen was like, we should be recording this. And I started recording after he said that. So there's a couple minutes of the nonsense with Lenny in there.
There is. And actually, we didn't. Oh, sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, so I put that out for tier 2 right after the show on Wednesday. And so that's at least one thing that we know for sure we'll be doing for the members is talking about or releasing some of the behind the scenes stuff with Lenny.
Right.
I would like to do it before every show. I just don't know if that's really a good idea or possible because we talk about stuff before the shows. And it's like, I don't want to be put in a position where now I have to edit shit out of this,
Yeah. But some of our greatest laughs have been in the green room in the past too,
There's no doubt about that.
We have a good time before the shows.
Dave Daffler's got $2. He says, "Whatever you do, please, no Stevie Lou." You've got that. No Stevie Lou here.
Yeah, I have 0 drops of Stevie Lou.
Nope. I do have the picture. It's not in this folder, so fuck it. But we have the picture of him with the weird earphone, the "Don't scumbag me, bro" picture.
Right.
Laziest man on Mars with $2. Happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday to you and the 333 other people that are here. Shout out to you guys. Happy Friday. Let's have some fun tonight. Mike Shitty, internet provider with $5. I gifted because Clay says I do it for attention. Obviously, I'm only attracting the attention of gays like Clay. Hi, Clayton. Yeah, well, I think Clay doesn't understand, and we know this because there was an episode of John's show that he was on where they were talking about the gifting of memberships, and Clay said, "Would you rather have a gifted membership for $5 or a $5 super chat?" And John was like, "A $5 super chat, of course." And they're just saying this because we get a lot of gifted memberships. Right. Why would you rather have the $5 super chat? That's $5 right now. The gifted membership is $5 right now. And if the person that gets that gifted membership likes what we're doing, it's the potential for $5 next month as well.
Right. Yeah. That's John thinking, of course.
I don't know if you're doing it because you want attention, but it really helps the channel when you do it. Gifting memberships is one of the best things you can do for the channel because, like we said, hopefully it gets people hooked on the content behind the wall. So we appreciate that, Mike Shitty, internet provider, whatever your motivations are.
Yeah, and it's great to meet you, brother. I mean, you seem heterosexual to me. I mean, if you are gay, it's okay. I mean, just because you eat a vegetable doesn't make you vegan, right?
Not necessarily. Wait, sorry, I missed that one. Rob Johnson with $2.99. Thank you so much for the super sticker.
Thank you, Rob.
Caddy Thorogood with $2 says, "Better be water bubbles eggplant show." Andy,
that sounds about right. I think there's something sexual. I think there's something sexual in there.
Yeah, I think so as well. But you've got like kids and stuff. They're younger. They text. What do those emojis together mean? Do you have any idea? Water bubbles.
Not really. I mean, thankfully, my family doesn't inundate me with these emojis. They talk to me in words, which is really great because I just learned the English language recently. So
more emojis when I text you. I hear you.
Oh yeah, great. Yeah, we'll have less communication than we do now.
Look at Mike Shitty Internet Provider really looking for
Oh,
attention today because
buddy,
he's
come
got
on,
another
brother.
20 gifted
Suck my
membership.
dick. I'll suck your dick. I'll suck your dick.
I eat cock.
Oh, hey, beautiful man meat.
He's on a soul patch. Soul patch. Soul patch. Side of
Shuli's
mine.
so thankful he's not here right now.
Side of mine.
I know. We're going to sit
Soul
here and
patch.
listen to every second of
He's
That's
got
his
a soul
kryptonite.
patch. Dues, pay ya.
Thank you, Mike Shitty Internet Provider, so much for gifting another 20.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
You are the best. Laziest Man on Mars with $2. You mean that lie about SJ running out? Oh, do you think? Oh, are you saying that you think that guy made the whole story up? Is that a thing? I haven't been on like Dabblers or anything, so I don't know. Is that what people are saying? I mean,
I don't know. It wouldn't be the first time he ran out somewhere, right? I mean, we just missed him by minutes, did we not?
I mean, it is so on brand for him that I guess it never really entered my mind that maybe it was not true, which I guess is probably confirmation bias on my part. Like being honest, like, I think I'm probably just prepared to accept any horrible thing that somebody says about John. But that one makes particular sense to me for a couple reasons.
I mean, 4 out of 5 of us came all the way to Florida. We were just to have a beer with you, and you end up leaving. I mean, we wanted to meet a tough guy. We didn't know what a tough guy looks like, so we were hoping to meet you. And unfortunately, you left. So
that's interesting.
We never found out
why.
I want to measure his arms.
Oh, you got another one. Seriously, I have a bridge to sell you for. I guess you really do think that it's not true. I don't know. It sounded pretty like the guy had a lot of like detail to the story that I don't know. It seemed legit to me. But like I said, I'm open to the idea that it's just because we all think John's a dirtbag that we could totally see him doing something as dirtbaggish as running out on the check and leaving his date there with
That's
no ride home.
That's one of the 30 terrible things he is.
It's possible.
Wow.
$24.99 steak and potato bar.
It was a barbecue restaurant.
Classy John. Hi, Don.
Oh, hey, $24.99 steak and potato bar. Good to see you.
James Q Legend with $2. I miss both Clays. Who would be welcomed back first? I miss both Clays. Who would be welcomed back?
But we never had the original Clay in the first.
Oh,
place.
I get it. Yeah, we never had.
I mean,
Clay
he's been in the
Dabbler
chat.
on.
Yeah. He's
I don't even
conversed
think
with
he's
us,
ever been on Karl's channel.
No.
So, and I think we've made an offer to him. I think both for coming on our channel or WATP on Point Dabble Point.
So, I mean, I know Shuli has.
I think he's probably not interested, but I think the guys have talked about it. It would be fun to have him on because they never have someone on that really defends John. So this is somebody that's a friend of John's, a true believer, if you will. I think it would be good to have him on and hear his perspective.
Right. I mean, is he doxing him still? The question is he a true friend of John's? He's staying loyal. So while John's away, Clay's away. I mean,
well, there was, don't you remember, there was not too long ago a tweet Clay released where he was talking about that John has been ignoring him or blocked him or something.
Yes, that's right.
Remember? So
that's the
there's
last
some
thing
static there.
Right. Okay.
Guillermo, handyman to the stars with $5 says the Stuttering John date story is fake. Do we really believe a guy who can't pay an electric bill is taking a date to a high-end restaurant? That's not a bad point. Also, the fact that it's in Tampa, now that you guys are saying this, it's got me thinking about like potential holes in the story. The fact that it's in Tampa too, like, I guess it's not terribly far from Cape Coral, but it seems like a far drive for John. But I mean, to get some pussy, like.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to drive when he's horny and he's going to drive when he's drunk. And those are two things we're assured of.
Yeah. Do we know for sure that the story is fake? Like, has it come out that it's fake, or we're just thinking that it's fake, or there's some kind of like hole in the story?
I mean, if it's something bad about John, I mean, a betting man is going to probably assume that story is true. But I mean, you want to check the facts, especially if for any reason YouTube's terms of service, we have to make sure that we're okay. Thank you, YouTube.
Here's the thing, though. The fact that it's people that are in our chat, like Guillermo, doesn't believe this. It's not like this is some troll. This is someone who's here a lot and you know, into the goofing on John.
We have some friends here tonight.
The story,
right?
So, that makes me kind of wonder. I'm gonna have to talk to Karl, see what Karl thinks, because I don't know. I want to believe it
Exactly.
so badly. It's so funny to me. Like it fits in with everything we know about him so perfectly. So
Right. I mean, I don't know if Carl's much into doing nighttime shows, but it'd be fun to have him on here sometime.
it would be for
I
sure.
always enjoy his commentary.
The big thing that I wanted to talk about with John was the idea of him coming back on Monday, because he's been not out and out saying, but kind of alluding to on Twitter that he might come back, or that he's going to be coming back Monday to dox Cardiff. He's got, for whatever reason, somebody has gotten to him and convinced him that they have Cardiff's name and picture, which, to quote Shuli's dad, we've seen this movie before and the hero dies in the end. So it's likely he's being trolled, but he claims that he's coming back on Monday to do a show and dox Cardiff. I don't necessarily believe it. Because
Right.
as Shuli has said, if he had something, if he had Cardiff's name, he wouldn't have waited. Why wait?
Right. Like he had his name last year.
Right.
He's going to dox him.
But it's like, I just think like if he's going to come back and do it, he would have done it whenever he got the name or got the confirmation that he was waiting for. It doesn't make sense to me to wait and tease it. But then again, you never know with John. He's such a moron. There's no telling
Right. But
how
I mean,
stupid his logic could be.
right. But one thing is, or a couple things, but the first thing is, where's the income coming from right now? Because he's not on and he's not getting
I've got a pension.
right? Is it the kids' money he got? Is it mom helping him once again? I mean,
well,
he's probably
if you remember
enjoyed being
Shuli's
away.
theory, it's that the mom agreed to support him financially if he left YouTube, which, does kind of, again, just based on what we know about John, make sense.
Right. So is he going to go on with his own show saying, Mom, I'm not going to deal with these guys. It's going to be strictly whatever area he's going to cover, whether it's politics or movies or whatever the fuck it is, besides
No, but the whole point is he's coming back to dox Cardiff. He said
right.
that.
Well, that's
or
what I mean.
alluded.
He's his whole point to come back is to be in this. So
Yeah.
how's he staying out of it and
I
mom
don't
supporting that?
I don't buy it. You remember how they talked about how, I think it was Karl said that he talked to Vegas beer sales Jerry at Hackamania, and that Jerry had said that John knew that Melton wasn't home and that going to Melton's house was performative. The whole thing was a performance. They knew he wasn't going to be there. John's silly little, shoulder
Right.
thing. It was all just
Of
for
course.
the camera. So this could be the same thing. It's like John likes to think that he's pulling the strings and controlling the narrative and that kind of thing. And I think this just could be, another kind of pathetic attempt to make, in his mind, he's like, I said I was coming back and now they're all talking about it. And it's like, I don't necessarily believe it. I hope he doesn't come back too. Like, honestly, I think.
Okay.
What? Go ahead.
Oh, no. You were going to say, you said you were hoping he doesn't come back.
Yeah, like I would rather be done with this. If he comes back and starts streaming again every day, we're going to be back to doing the Uncle Rico show every day. You know what I mean? Like we're a cunt hair away from like rebranding and changing the direction of everything. Like,
we're going back to Shawshank.
About it. We're all looking forward to it. That would be just his move. Is we're all excited about moving on from Stuttering John and doing something different, and then he'll come back and fucking force us to have to cover him again.
Exactly. There's still that nuance, those people or whatever. But that's when you have to open a different restaurant chain. You know what I mean? You gotta go elsewhere. And we've had so much fun with the other shows. You know what I mean? It's about the guys covering it and having fun, and that's what we've been doing. Like Shuli just was talking about us the other day. Like, I just want to keep having fun. Like that's the whole point of what we're doing. We accomplished
our goal. Our goal was to fucking push him back into obscurity where he fucking came from, and we did that. So
exactly.
What more goal is there to achieve at this point?
Right. And whether we covered him or not, when he was gone last time for 8 months, I mean, we thrived during that time.
We did. That was actually the greatest period of growth for the channel, honestly.
It really was.
The 8 months that he was gone.
Yeah. I felt like I reached puberty. It was great.
Yeah, but we always knew he was coming back at that point. And I like this at this point, I don't give a shit if he comes back. I hope he doesn't come back. Let him.
He will, though.
Let him go out on that fake boat of his with his pretend friends and fake girlfriends and whatever the fuck else he does, let him stay there doing it, and we can all move on with our lives.
So when I go to a restaurant, I'll say, "This is my restaurant. Like I own it." Or I go on a boat. Like, this is my boat.
Right.
Wow. To live in his mind. It's amazing. That's why he's coming back, though, because it's about him. We're still going to do the Uncle Rico show. And, it's about him, whether it's negative or not.
So you think he comes back Monday?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think he has Cardiff's name? All right, let me rephrase that. Do you think he has a name that he thinks is Cardiff, whether it's actually Cardiff or not?
I think he's I think he's a guy that would make up a name if he didn't have one. So he's going to have
Just
a name either way.
Back.
But yeah, exactly. I mean, Cardiff has always been 2 steps ahead of John, which isn't hard to do. I mean, that's probably insulting Cardiff.
A little bit it is.
Right. So sorry, buddy.
We love you, Cardiff.
We do. He knows that. But we don't expect John to have his actual name or
a well-formulated plan or anything of that nature.
Yeah. And of course he would need someone else to know that. And, he's like the Sith, you know what I mean? Like there's only 2 that exist.
Well, that part's not totally improbable. Like, there are the people on Reddit that, devote their lives to like looking up personal information about people. So, after this long, I wouldn't be surprised if somehow, some way, someone got Cardiff's name. But it would have to be somebody close to John. Like, whatever John's doing, I always assume he's being trolled. Like it doesn't matter what it is. If somebody reaches out to him and says they have Cardiff's name, it's like you've got to assume it's someone trolling him.
Right.
So that would
I
be.
mean, it'd have to be someone that knew him and Cardiff would be comfortable enough to share his name with. And none of us are going to tell John who his real name is or where.
No, or like I said, somebody like some spurg on Reddit that devotes their time to like looking up people and scouring Facebook pages. And, there are people like that in this little universe. So I wouldn't be surprised if, somebody finally hit on the right, whatever they're looking
exactly
down the right thing. But
don't get me started.
I think that's probably a small probability. That, whether or not he comes back, whether or not he has a name, if he has a name, the likelihood that it's real, I think, is incredibly small.
Right. Yeah.
Tim Ransky, remember, like we've been through this.
Exactly. We were talking about that earlier, like the people who were, around in our chat and they're not now, but they're just about doing their lives, but they're still friends and they're still listening and still there. And we appreciate it. And it's good to know that a lot of people have, they got to work, they got to be other places and, and they're still listening to the show, whether it's live or later. And whether you're here with us tonight live or elsewhere, it's greatly appreciated. We're a family here. You guys know that. And we're just here to all have a good time and we have that in common. And we like to do what we're doing. So thanks for being here tonight. We appreciate it.
And hit like and turn on accept gifted memberships if you haven't, because people have been gifting. And if you catch one, you'll get to see some of our behind the wall content.
Absolutely. Links in the description. Go to the settings, turn it on. And, we have great people here that love to gift. So we do a lot of shows behind the wall. So tier 1 or 2.
John Skimpy Halloween Hand with $2 says, Discount Don, where does Marner sign this summer?
Oh, God. The Leafs.
What's a Marner?
Marner is a hockey player for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And as soon as we lost Game 7 to your Florida Panthers, if you were a hockey fan.
Did the Florida Panthers win the hockey championship?
No, we didn't win the championship, Joe, but no, we were fighting for the division. And no, Florida was against Toronto and went to Game 7. And we came out really strong, too. And Florida came back. And I mean, Florida are the champs from last year. So it was going to be a great series either way. Yeah, but Toronto, again, fucking folded. It was brutal. And right away, rumors were that Marner's leaving.
Yeah,
and he'll probably go to the Dallas Stars, which really sucks, too, because I'm not fans of them. So we have a great team, but obviously not great enough. So, yeah, that was disappointing. And it's always good to see you, John Skimpy Halloween Hand. I've always loved that handle.
Yes, it is. Great to see you. Great to see the laziest man on Mars with $5, who says
Sure
the guy who
is.
told the story also ran out on his date. His pants were covered in flaming jellied gasoline.
That again.
The old jellied gasoline.
Right. Must live in Texas.
Dabble Much with $10 says, Don, the other day Shuli praised terrorizing telemarketers and didn't give you a nod. What the fuck?
Oh, that's okay. I mean, when you talk about Jim Florentine, you're going to talk about Don Jameson, and we're talking about the real Don Jameson. If you want to check him out on X, I believe he is releasing his No Sleep Till McSorley's. Is that right, Joe?
Yeah, I think that'll be on his YouTube channel tonight. So if you haven't seen it, the full special will be over there tonight. And if you like terrorizing telemarketers, his Instagram and Florentine's Instagram, they have these little cartoons that I think the Coke Logic guy does for them of those calls that are fantastic.
Yeah, they're great.
Highly recommend following both of them and checking out those animations. Trigger, everyone's favorite fancy feline with $5.
Yeah.
Andy, when is the book of animations coming out that stars the frog? Frog, what did you make Jenna for dinner? I did not make Jenna anything for dinner. I assume she has made herself something for dinner. I have been locked here in this cage all day working. I don't really know what's going on out there.
Right. Trigger, there are so many projects going on right now. One needs to be finalized. We're working on a few other things that will be thankfully sooner than later.
Yep, Andy's got a new computer all loaded up.
I do. Thanks to Shuli and the guys. And yeah, we've been having a great time. And thank God I finally got a new computer. Things have been held back a bit. So now we're straight ahead.
Nice podcast, stupid. It's been a member for 2 months. Looney Tunes critic creepily hit up my wife via DMs, and all I got was this lousy free super chat. You should get more than that.
Right. The same thing happened to me, and I'm not even married.
OG Mumbling Nick's gifted
100%.
Thank you, buddy. Rumpled Trenchcoat, a Columbo podcast with $5. Freaks and Weirdos with 20 subscribers. I have a name, Frog. Hiya, Don.
Oh, hey, Rumpled Trenchcoat. I'll never forget the laugh you gave me, brother. That was hilarious.
Yes, we met him at DabbleCon as well.
We sure did. Great hang. Great guy.
Very great.
Funny dude. Yeah.
Sticky Sock 420 with $1.99. Thank you so much for the super sticker. He's the protagonist with $5. Says, my sources are saying that the date was wearing a poppy flower showing support for Ukraine. Man, if only that was the truth. That would be fucking hilarious. If there's a chick out there that has the dedication to spend the time trolling John on like those dating apps and actually matching with him and getting on a date just to record him, that would be fucking epic. That would be DabbleCon 4 right there, or 3, I guess.
Exactly. I'm being serious right now, Joe. What are the chances of the Kate Meany tapes 3?
50-50.
Right?
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah.
I would not put it past him to, because I think he's legit in love with her.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think you can see that in the tapes, like when he's referring to her as his girlfriend and when he's getting that like teenage jealousy thing going where she's like, all right, I have to go because I have to shower. And he's like, well, you're just going to go and go out with your friends and not call me. It's like, I think he was pretty into her, and it might take some work on her end to convince him that, this time it's for real, but I think she can pull it off 100%.
Absolutely.
100%.
And you think from the beginning too, when he was talking to her, it's like, no, I wouldn't date anyone who was my kid's age, and I wouldn't go there. And we come a long way, eh, Johnny?
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't take long.
GMB 627 is gifting 1 membership.
By the stench of me.
By the stench of him. Icy Uno with $1.99 says, why not use the super tips without AI voices? So from a practical standpoint, you have to use OBS to have super tips. You can't use it just with StreamYard. So one way or another, StreamYard or OBS would have to be part of the solution. So there's 2 ways you could do that. You could have Shuli use OBS like I do, like as a virtual camera. So if I turn my camera off, you see the little OBS logo. So OBS is coming in as my camera. If we did it that way, the chat message would only come up in Shuli's square because OBS is running on his system. So it wouldn't come up across the screen like this does. It would just show up in his square. Or go ahead.
Sorry. No, not to put you on the spot, Joe. I mean, not to sidetrack you too. Can we see Mike Morse? I've missed him. He's been away for a few days now. I don't know if
I got Mike right here.
I know Mike's on location there. Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. Good to see you, brother. Let's go behind the curtain there. Mike does a lot of things here for the. Oh, he's gone. All right,
he's gone. So the other way we could do it is we could have either my PC or Andy's PC running OBS and outputting the stream, and then it would come up across the screen like these do. But then Andy wouldn't have this. Like if I'm running the stream off of my PC and my OBS, and Andy doesn't have the control over the stream that he has to like put things in and blah blah blah. So it just I don't know that it works for our setup. If we were in one location where OBS is what we were using to output the stream and blah, blah, blah. It just doesn't.
That'd be ideal. And OBS should, I mean, they should, have things where more than one producer can run the show in OBS. Because say, obviously, Joe, you'd be running it, and for some reason you go down, we all go down.
Right. So that's why
go
we
to me
don't
or to Shuli, default or whatever. So
right. Where with StreamYard, if I lost my internet connection right now or lost power or whatever, Andy would still have control over the stream. Or like when we're doing a Rico, Andy and Shuli both have control over it. Where if we were outputting through OBS on my computer and my internet went out or my power went out or something, the stream's off the air. So that's why.
Right, exactly. And if no one wants to get laid tonight, stay tuned and keep watching, listening to the show.
Big Daddy Dodo with $4.99. Since the guys aren't there, can we read some of those Civil War letters? That bit was top notch. We were just talking about that. Andy, were we not?
We sure were. Joe brought it up just before we went on live. He said we should bring that back.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Joe was like Kreskin. You guys remember that?
Yeah. I don't know who that is, but I am like him. Dave Daffler with $2 says, at Mike's shitty internet provider rocks. I agree.
He sure does. You both do.
You, Dave Daffler.
All you guys do.
Rabid Weasel with $1.99 says, hello, Frog. Oh, hey, Don.
Oh, hey, Froggy.
Hey, Rabid Weasel. Good to see you.
Legitimately Bronchial says, Google that guy who said he saw SJ. Not trustworthy. Okay, it's interesting.
Right? Try discount Google. It's a little different than Google.
Mike Shitty Internet Provider with $5 says, call the restaurant for yourself and see if somebody didn't pay their tab. Do it live. Just find out. Don't do it live. Just find out for yourself. Maybe we will. We'll look into this.
That'd be hilarious if we didn't pay his tab.
Dankenstein says, SJ got paranoid the date was a setup, so he ran. So that's a good idea or a good thought as well. Like, especially once the guy, because John left. I don't remember if the guy said how soon after he spoke to him, but the guy said that when he spoke to John, he was like, oh, hey, Stuttering John, I'm not a troll. And that might have put John on the defensive. So it's possible that that's, the guy's like, hey, John, I love you. I'm a fan. I'm not a troll. And John starts thinking in his head, oh, holy shit, maybe this whole thing's a setup.
Right.
Especially if she was wearing a conveniently placed piece of jewelry that looked like a black poppy. Who knows? Right. So that's not a bad thought. That's very possible.
Absolutely.
Ernie with $2 says, howdy, Frog. Don, much love from Phoenix. Hey, Ernie. Good to see you.
Much love, Ernie. Good to see you.
Adam Bush called bullshit. All right. I'm going to talk to Karl this weekend. I'll see what he thinks.
He's straight edge.
Captain Kickass says, Adam Bush didn't believe the story and Karl was very skeptical. Guy had no proof. So that is another good point. Again, now that you're saying it, like the fact that he didn't take a picture, I think is kind of weird. I think that would have been almost anybody's first move, right? Like if you're
especially nowadays, you want that proof, especially here, guys. Like anyone.
I was going to say, especially there. Not we regular celebrity or whatever, that's fine. But like you're like, oh, this is Stuttering John, and I'm a fan of the Dabbleverse, and I'm in the same restaurant, and you're not taking a picture. That is a little weird.
Right. And it was just a situation too that again verifies what we've always been saying about Stuttering John. Yeah, we want some kind of proof of it and not just, say something about it. Give us something more.
Major Tom reports with $2 says, when Frog holds court with toothless scorpions, sweet.
Oh, who's that?
That's you. You're the scorpion. You're going to sting the frog with your no teeth.
This make me sound special.
Gartner fan with $10. Thank you, brother. If Stuttering Dwarf is really coming back, he deserves a thorough dressing down in the ring, YouTube's terms of service. And Frog and Discount are just the ones to do it. Oh, hey, Frog. Oh, hey, Andy. Morse verse for life.
Oh, hey, Froggy.
Oh, hey, Gardner fan.
You know,
Hey,
if
Gardner
anybody, like, he doesn't need a dress. He's had a dressing down. He's been being dressed down for the last 4 years
Exactly.
by some of the best people to ever do it. So
Exactly. Like Carly Simon said, nobody does it better.
yeah. I don't think he's coming back. I really don't. I think it's all bullshit. I think I said this on the Rico show where we showed the tweet where he sort of alludes to the idea that he's coming back. He never says, I'm coming back to YouTube. He just says, you know, Monday the 24th or 25th, whatever it is. Wait.
Right. That was Monday the 26th or whatever. Yeah.
So I just don't know.
Yeah, you don't think he's coming back? You want to place a bet?
Yeah, you want to?
Yeah.
$10?
Sure. How many rounds is $10?
2 at John's bar. I think he says the beers are $5.
Oh, okay. I was
Did you
talking
mean
about
round?
ammunition, but okay.
Oh, $5. I get you like half a box of 9mm.
Yeah.
Laziest man on Mars with $2. Frog, tattoo or chest hair? There's both, but you're probably seeing the tattoo. He's
Frog's lucky. He's got hair.
Yeah. Not for long. It's starting to look weird up there.
You're doing all right, buddy.
He's the protagonist with $5. Says, I heard the date said last one out of the restaurant is gay, so I really don't blame John. That could be true because you know that is like the last thing John wants to be called.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah.
Gay.
Yeah, why would he be sensitive in that area?
Karmic X Tribute Act. Thank you for being a member for 14 months. Joey C sold his sister to MLC. Fuck Joey C. Did he really? How much did he get for her?
Yeah. What's going on there? I mean, I have some inside information, but I don't think we can talk about it right now.
In New York City, John owned a Staten Island ferry. That's a big boat. It's a lot bigger than the one we saw him on in that video he posted to X.
Right.
Laziest man on Mars with another $2. The best lolcows troll themselves like John. I agree.
Yeah.
I think the best lolcows also don't know that they're lolcows. That's why the whole Rob Saul thing, I think, doesn't work. He wants to be a lolcow because I think he's made a calculation in his mind that that's a way to make money. Like people will spend money to troll Stuttering John. So if I can become as unlikable as Stuttering John, people will pay money to troll me. But
right.
Like I said, I think, oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you. I mean, for the show, I mean, we have, gave John a super chat. I mean, I asked him once about when he was going to fight you.
Yeah.
Just talking about he could fight anybody. He was going to fight all the guys at once,
It's happened from time to time.
Right. But he still won't fight you for some reason.
Well, because he knows he would get his ass kicked. That's why he's stupid, but he's not that stupid.
I guess so. There's something.
He's 60 years old, Andy.
Right. Oh, yeah. He gets out of breath getting a beer.
Right.
Like,
he doesn't have the stamina to last 30 seconds. He would be out of gas.
Sure.
If he even lasted 30 seconds. Kim, who's been a member for 4 months, says, hey. Oh, hey, Andy and Frog.
Oh, hey, Froggy.
Hey, Kim. Good to see you.
And Geary Rexwork says, thanks for the gift, Meredith Halfpenny. Meredith, listen to me. I sound like you now. Meredith Halfpenny. Cheers. Yes, thank you, Meredith, for gifting that membership to Geary.
You sound like a marble salesman with a mouthful of samples.
Mike Shitty Internet Provider with $5 says, Mars can create a baby frog smoking. Can you create a baby frog smoking his vape already? I'm sure we will see a baby frog smoking his vape, my little whoopee. Oh, hey, Frog. Don.
Oh, hey, Froggy.
Hey, Beef Drippins.
Good to see you, Mr. Beef
Good
Drippins.
to see you.
John Colludi gifted him $5.
I mean, how many are you gonna continue to lie about me?
Exactly.
Beef Drippins says, I fart for Don. Somebody's
Thank
got
you, brother. I fart for you and for beer.
Barrister 1401 with $10 says, take my money before I spend it on hookers and blow. This is a much more positive thing to be addicted to.
Absolutely.
Damn it.
Right.
Well,
though we do meth here.
We tried, brother. Thank you for the $20. Duke Dingus McFirefarce has been a member for 11 months, and he says, who's more submissive, Rob or Clay? Clay,
Rob.
100%. Oh, Rob.
Really? Yeah.
Really?
I think Rob is. Yeah. I think Clay's got some backbone. He showed it with John. Not a lot, but he has.
Not a lot. But have Rob and John ever had a big enough, like, if you remember, like, Clay sat there while Stuttering John read his DMs and, like, talked about what a fool he was and blah, blah, blah. So I feel like that's,
but he's just kind of putting up with it, so he's still in the universe. He gets to stick around. I mean, Rob's all submissive to small dogs. I mean, geez, to humans? Oh my God.
and his cousin.
Come on, he's gonna do it. Right, his cousin, his aunt. I mean, there's all kinds of shit going on. Yeah, Rob's
Dahl was getting
submissive.
cucked before Steel Toe made it cool.
Right. He's submissive to the jitney driver.
Sergio Lopez, fine art. Thank you for using your 15-month member milestone chat on Into the Pond.
Yeah.
Scale of 1 to 10. How much do you guys genuinely hate Stuttering John?
Honest answer, or can we lie?
Hedge a little. Pretty close to a 10. Between all of the stuff that he said about Shuli's wife and my wife and all the other just nastiness that comes out of him. I think he's pretty close to as horrible a human being as has ever been made.
Yeah, that stuff alone is enough to hate him a lot. And there's a laundry list. I mean, I wanted to do a top 10. Maybe we'll do it on the next show, but top 10 reasons why I hate Stuttering John.
And if for no other reason, his excuse of I didn't draw first blood, like there was the Nan Cram video, the baby video with where he's yelling at Nan Cram about she says to him, I forget exactly what it says, but something about going after Chad's aunt. And John's response is, of course, if you've seen the video, did you see the title of his show today? So in his mind, there is no be the better person, be the person that de-escalates the situation. It's always make things worse, escalate the situation. And I think that's one of his worst qualities. So, pretty close.
And he's got plenty. I got top 5 we haven't even talked about.
Plus, spend 2.5 years spending 8 hours a day editing that motherfucker and then tell me you don't hate him.
Yeah. I mean, I've had my share of editing, John, and Joe does the lion's share of editing here, guys. Like, it's just insane how much Stuttering John stuff you got to go through. And it's, it's like, you're a Vietnam veteran, like you're a POW. But you keep
editing
going.
Brennan's worse, living. By the way. Editing MLC is so much worse.
Oh, Joe. Man.
Brennan's not even amusing accidentally, right? Like, so John, when he's drooling or spitting or stuttering, it's like there's a lot of bullshit to sift through to get to those moments, but at least they're there, right?
Yeah.
Where with Kevin, it's like,
oh, sure.
There's just nothing. He's really the worst at this. Like, we look at John, and sure, he is terrible at production and like handling StreamYard. Like, he's been using StreamYard for 5 years. He can't figure out how to use it. That stinks. But at least when you watch John, he's entertaining. Brennan is almost as bad as John with StreamYard and has no even unironic entertainment value.
Right. But between the guys covering it, you're editing, showing how ridiculous Kevin Brennan is, and the fact that you've added stuff to it that we can laugh at, and just the way you've edited it made the show fun. It has. Like, I know it's tough, but
I think most of that credit goes to the guys because they are so fucking good at what they do. They can work with pretty much anything.
Yeah, the guys are amazing. That's why we're here. It's just having a great time and get to laugh every day. I mean, it's great. I mean, all the shows we do, it's because the guys are covering it and they have, great take on everything.
We are very lucky here.
We are.
And get to do this for a living. Dixon Cider with $2 says Stuttering John's not rich enough to run out on the bill. Goal, Dixon.
All right. Good to see you, Dixon Cider.
Into the Pond is up there behind the raid. The raid, says Beef Drippings for $2. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. The raid is one of the most fun shows to do.
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah, big time.
Wanting to do less Dabbleverse stuff and more stuff that we think is fun. Like, I think the raid is one of the things that sort of started putting that in our heads whenever we started doing is like, man, this is so much more fun than talking about John or Brennan or whatever else nonsense comes up in the Dabbleverse.
Yeah, it's great.
Our buddy Rumple Trenchcoat with 5 gifted memberships.
I mean, how
Thank you,
many are you gonna continue to lie about me?
Donna G says, "Oh hey Andy, hi Joe."
Oh, hey, Froggy.
Oh, hey, Donna.
C Kyle with, wish I hadn't said that. $4.99. Frog, can I get a 21 boom salute for Stacy Allen and the rest of the beautiful women in the chat? I don't know if that was 21, but
Nice.
however many that was. Shout out to Stacy Allen and all the foxy women in the chat. Beef Drippings with $2 says, y'all want me to give Stuttering John a 2-piece and a biscuit? Like he might enjoy an actual 2-piece and a biscuit because we know he likes to eat chicken, normally from 7-Eleven, right?
Right. I thought beef drippings meant something else.
I think he did.
Yeah.
All right, so Andy has a game. Let's play a little game.
Sure,
Stuttering
guys.
John nonsense.
Right. I mean, so often we're covering something from the Dabbleverse. I figure while you guys are here, let's take a little break, and like we like to do too, having other shows that don't include the Dabbleverse. Let's do a little game. And these are 5 important things I thought we all should know outside the Dabbleverse.
All right.
So this is Discount Don's Dumbass Trivia. A moment away from the Dabbleverse.
All right.
So here's question number 1. Where did Hawaiian pizza originate? Joe, do you have any idea?
All right. So the obvious answer is Hawaii, but that's not going to be the right answer. This seems like something that would come from the minds of an absolute lunatic. And in this country, absolute lunatics are found in the state of California.
What do you said that?
Is
So
that
that's
where
what you're
it came
thinking,
from?
California?
Yeah, California, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, guys, I know some of you are listening or watching on your phones. Don't look it up. Let's have some fun. Let's learn something together. If you don't know it, the actual question or answer to this question is Ontario, Canada.
Really? See? Well,
Right up here.
I stand by my statement.
Someone had like 24 beers within 30 minutes, right? A couple doobies. Said, shit, let's throw some bacon and some pineapple on this fucking pizza.
You know, that makes sense now because isn't it Canadian bacon that's on there?
You're damn right it is.
Yeah.
At least it
That
is
makes
up here, brother. Oh, thank you, bacon. All right, question number 2. Get ready for this one. What's the only bird that can fly backwards?
I didn't know.
Well,
any
this is
birds-
something we should all know.
I didn't know any birds could fly backwards. Why? How? Why backwards?
Now, I don't want to take all day on this one, but if you thought about it for a minute, or maybe when you hear the answer, you'll go, oh.
The backwards flying owl.
The backwards flying owl. I've never heard of that one before. I wish I had something funny to think about a backwards owl. Let me check my spontaneous comments here, my notebook. Okay, so what's the only bird that can fly backwards? The answer is, just checking a couple answers here. Oh, look at these guys. They know what it is. The hummingbird. Right? So you think about it, the hummingbird can hover, right, in one spot.
Yeah.
And it can fly backwards as well.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
See, this is infotainment, people.
This is shit we should all know. I mean, one of us could die tomorrow, and it's like, you want to go somewhere else and not know that? All right, question number 3. How many countries are named after women?
How many
That's right.
countries
I asked it.
named after women? I think the answer is going to be 0.
0. Interesting. Okay. You got some zeros here. Greg Dow says 6. 848. KB's cadaver.
I think there's only a couple hundred in the world.
Right. Well, let me save the suspense and give you the answer is 2. 2. St. Lucia in Ireland. That's it.
In Ireland. Okay, Ireland is a woman's name?
Yeah. Remember Kathy Ireland? You guys remember her?
Yeah, I do.
She's a hottie.
She is a hottie. All
Yeah,
right.
only 2 out of all the countries in the world. 7 continents,
As it should be.
which the guys are covering tonight.
What have women ever done for anyone?
Yeah. Besides absolute pleasure, make us go insane in court. Oh, sorry, my mic was still on. All right, next question. What U.S. city's name translate to the Meadows in Spanish? I'll give you a clue. It's a major city.
The Meadows. It's got to be someplace in the Southwest, right? So Arizona or New Mexico. Santa Fe.
Oh, you're one of those book learning people, aren't you?
I'm going to go with Santa Fe.
Yes. Nice. Oh, someone in here knows. I'll give you credit in a second. Dixon Cider.
I guess.
Las Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah. Meadows in Spanish. Yeah.
I was in the right
It's
area.
Vegas. You were, exactly.
We might be going to Vegas for, Lenny's. What are we going to call that?
I know I was going to bring it up too. And I thought about it. I was like, these questions are supposed to be away from the Dabbleverse. And of course, I'm doing this question. I'm like, right away, the first thing I thought it was Lenny. Oh, it's going to be amazing. I can't
All
wait.
right. Do we have another one?
We sure do. I won't leave you hanging. Last question. On Scooby-Doo, what was Shaggy's real name? How about that one to turn your tops?
That turns my top because I'm not sure I knew Shaggy had a real name.
Well, yeah, it'd be like Madonna or Cher.
Sonny Bono.
That's a good guess, actually.
When you said Cher, that's the first thing that popped into my head.
Right?
I guess she
I'll
was
give it a
also married to one of the Allman brothers.
Exactly. Greg Allman, shout out.
Shout out to Greg Allman. All
The
right, what
answer
was
is-
Shaggy's real name?
Just seeing if anyone had it. Norville Rogers. That was his real name. And guys, you don't want to go through life not knowing that.
No, you got to know
Right?
Shaggy from Scooby-Doo was called Norval Roberts. I've never heard that name before. Who's called Norval?
I thought the same thing.
I think Shaggy's a better name.
I knew the Rogers part, but yeah, I learned something new when I was doing this today.
Big Daddy Dodo, can I get a 21 Shuli laugh salute? Let's see.
No, God. I love it. That's what the doctors told me. I was
That's
born with
what-
too much inertia.
Uh,
This is 100% right.
Thank you, Shuli. Dave Daffler with $2. Possible show name, Potpourri.
Got the pot right.
We'll put on a pot of coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned names right now. Oh, look at Mike's shitty internet
Mike,
provider.
shitty internet
Coming in
provider.
again.
Another 10 gifted memberships.
I'll suck your dick. I'll suck your dick.
I eat cock.
Oh, hey, beautiful man meat.
I'm coming, Jesus.
This is content.
This is content, people. Hit like and turn on accept gifted memberships. So you get one of those when people like
You know
Mike,
it. They're-
the internet provider, gift
They're
them out.
flying. Thank you
Flying.
again, brother.
All right. So, Andy, you were talking before when we were mentioned the Stuttering John clip about whether or not he ran out on his date. You said you love, coming into things fresh and not knowing as much about them. So these 3 videos that I have prepared tonight, these are 3 people that have come across my feed as I'm scrolling. I have a little bit of information about them.
Good.
Basically just sort of what their channel says their channel's about, and then my assumptions based on the content on there.
Okay. Thank you,
so-
Frog. I appreciate all the work you do. You always bring it. And again, you
You're
bring
damn
it
right I
tonight,
do.
So I love it. Damn right he does. He knows it.
You're the best, Andy.
Thank you, buddy.
So all right, so we're gonna start with one that's called It's Me, Alec, serves the receipts. And real quick, before we get to the video, I'm going to show you his channel. So this is it. It's me, Alex serves at It's me, Alex serves. It's me, Alex serves the receipts.
Okay.
He has 253 subscribers.
All right.
And what's interesting about this guy is he does live streams, and the first half of the stream is him just listening to music, which I don't know how he gets away with. It's clearly playing on his phone, so it's sort of in the background, but you would think that the algorithm would still pick up on that.
Of course.
But he just basically sits there and listens to, regular music.
I didn't notice when you had it up, was demonetized?
It doesn't look like it. He does actually, sorry, he doesn't have the subs. 253.
Okay, yeah, you said so.
He's not monetized.
Right.
But even still, you can still get a community guideline strike for playing copyrighted music on a live stream. It's not quite the same as a video upload. Like when you upload a video, there's the creator music library that tells you, you can look up the song and it'll tell you how it'll affect your video, that it'll get demonetized, or revenue sharing or whatever. But that only works for uploads. Live streams, they don't let you use copyrighted music. So
absolutely.
I don't know how he does it, but he does. And then the other thing that's interesting about him is he seems to exist, Andy, in this whole pseudo Dabbleverse where there's constant. He's got 250 subs and he is constantly involved in drama with other YouTubers with no audience. It's fascinating to me. So here's a little bit of It's Me, Alex.
Okay.
And I left this in for a reason, by the way, just to show you that this is after the music has stopped, but before people started talking.
Right.
And we're just sitting here staring at what I assume is a ceiling, because that looks like a ceiling fan.
Kind of maybe a couple other people who start their show this way, in their own way.
Yeah.
KB or John's gonna jump out right now.
We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. All right. Perhaps this was a little long. I probably could have trimmed some of this.
Oh, that's all right.
I want you to get the authentic.
You wanted to get the feel of what was happening and how long this lasted for.
I did. That was
Yeah.
exactly what I was thinking, but that may have been a fail.
Well, and sometimes you put it in double speed or 5 times speed or whatever it is, but you're okay.
All right, see, so now I don't think this is copyrighted music, but he normally does listen to regular music.
Right. There's a good chance this is Alec.
Hear me? Oh, I think I smell a rat. Oh, Jesus.
I don't like when people don't have their camera on.
Did I even bring it with me?
Yeah, I know what you mean. If you're gonna do the whole stream thing, or there's other ways you can talk to people not using YouTube. If you're gonna do that kind of thing when you're streaming. Yeah.
Or at least if you're not going to be on screen.
Well, yeah, who's not going to go on screen during their show? Who would do that? Right? We're just trying to be ourselves here.
Unfortunately.
You were saying that earlier.
No, I didn't. Did not bring it. Oh, well, we'll just have to make do. That's what we got.
The big question with a lot of these people is,
can y'all hear me?
Why are you doing?
Y'all hear me?
We hear you.
It might be for attention. I mean, I can see it 4 times. Right?
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just, sorry. Yeah, I don't want to talk over that. No, I'm missing any gold. I can see his name 4 times here, right? We got It's Me, Alec, right above the heart, and then 3 times, underneath the, we got Alec. It's me, Alec. It's me, Alec S. I mean, there's a good chance this is Alec.
I think so.
But you know what? The liars are crazy, and he loves Fridays. So yeah.
And he brings the receipts. If you can see in his avatar,
well, that's it.
Serving the receipts.
Well, that's it. And we have to assume that what we know he means by receipts.
That's what makes this so interesting to me, is that he does all these streams and talks about all this drama, that it's like, who cares?
Right. But maybe that's gold though, because maybe like drama has sold a lot. I mean,
That's why we're here. That's why we're watching them.
Well, sure. A lot of us grew up on that drama. I mean, we do the Blunder Years where we cover Howard Stern, and some of the greatest dramas obviously been with the staff and how stupid John is. And
I think,
No.
and remember, everybody, we're going to vote on these people at the end to see which one we cut a package of and take to a trainable. So
that's right.
this guy's crazy and weird enough that he's sort of in the lead for me right now, but let's keep going.
Okay.
Oh, Shakina, baby. What is wrong with you, girl? Why are you lying, everybody? Why is Shakina lying?
I'll have to check what section 107 is.
That's the fair use.
Right. Yeah, there it is. Right.
But so this is a common theme in these live streams. You just heard him say that this woman is lying about him. So everybody's always lying about him.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I won't talk over the drama here. Yeah. I don't want to miss a thing here, guys. Yeah.
Oh, I think I love that. Oh, I have to be wet.
You're on.
Comb your hair quick.
And again, this is the good stuff. I cut out.
How to fix the bed again. Okay, let me see. I need to eat this stuff.
He mumbles more than John.
Really? Yeah, it's so bizarre that you go on and not show
just sit
your
there
face.
like,
Or,
yeah.
like, who are you talking to?
Do
What's the-
something.
Yeah. But you know, you got what, 7 billion people on the planet. I mean, everyone's gonna be doing up to something. You know, if we thought of it first, we haven't. You know, somebody else has.
I'll say this is an interesting way of doing a live stream.
It sure is.
Oh, I think I smell a rat.
He's got more followers than I do.
He smells a rat, by the way.
Oh, okay, nice.
So Shakina, I know you are lying again, girl.
The Departed.
Because I've seen
Retarded
your post. So
Departed.
you say
This is something that should be like a private phone call or a text message to this woman. Like, you shouldn't be like, why are you going on YouTube to air this grievance?
Yeah, so he smells a rat. Like that's what you want. Live.
He's got the receipts too.
Yeah. Like imagine if something was really going on. Like I'm sure this guy, there's nothing like dangerous that we have to think about that he's up to. I mean, that we know of.
I wouldn't
But,
have seen that.
But you know, but there's a lot of serious people out there. And you know, when they say there's a rat, like look out. That's the Departed shit. That right? That's the retarded Departed.
The retarded.
you did do an 11-hour live on UP. Well, you did another 11-hour live. Now, I think Shakina has privated some of her lives because she doesn't want people.
So this Shakina is somebody I'm going to have to find because he talks about her a lot in her live streams. So I'm going to have to find her channel so we can kind of delve into the drama from both sides.
Right.
People to know what the fuck is going on, which we already know. We already know what the fuck is going on because I've been watching Unspoken's lives and Sugar the Lights, girl, you are spiraling so bad. Whew. I'm going to drop my senior link in the chat and my referral link for senior. I'm just going to see anyone want to come up here because this shit is completely crazy. So Shakina's lying again. She's doing all this shit, blah, blah, blah. And then today I go into One Asby's chat and she's talking about Sugar. And of course, that Jade Love Lime, your troll account comes in and I'm like, oh, so doggone heated. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just fucking do it. So I told Ron, I said, listen, this person's a troll. This person's a troll. They've been mentioning me, and now it's spoken to our others.
Now, another reason I think he could be fun is all the talk about trolls. I think if you guys catch him live, he might be fun to have some fun with. Be polite and obey YouTube's terms of service.
Yes.
Fun.
No matter how it ends up, let's start out right. Let's get him
Easily triggered, this guy.
right. Yeah, there's a good chance.
And then they wrote back and said, Alec, I have not mentioned your name ever. You are a liar. And then I'm like, Jada Love Lamere, I got receipts, baby, to prove what you've been telling about me.
The receipt.
Now this troll account Too Strong is behind it. So I'm going to say this to Too Strong foremost, aka Jada Love or whoever you are. Girl, stop lying on me because the receipts are all my community. Well, girl.
Community.
You're right. Sound like someone else we've been listening to.
And I'm also going to put them up here.
Right? Smith?
Oh, I think they'd wear some. We sure do, honey. Shakina, just get off YouTube. Get off fucking live. Stop playing on people. I need you to stop it. So anyway, let's show some receipts. Since Jade Love Lamere and Too Strong and then want receipts, let's show some receipts. So these are pictures that Dietrich had on his community wall.
You ready to see the receipts, Andy?
I'm ready. Absolutely. Are you kidding?
It's the moment we've all been waiting for.
The build-up. Right?
And I'm going to show them to prove that I'm not a liar because I'm not. I bring receipts.
All right.
Let's show this.
Joe, cut this. He's yelling at him now.
So for Jade Love Lamere to say
This cracked me up. Like, you took the time to make this little graphic. You could have gotten a better screenshot and zoomed in on the text that you've highlighted.
Yeah, you would think, right? I'm zoomed in on mine right now, and I still can't.
No,
read
you can't. Yeah, you can't read.
But again, my glasses. All the
no. It doesn't matter. I tried
in
in Resolve. It's such a low resolution picture that when you zoom in on it, just kind of blows out. You can't see what any of the writing says.
Oh, Joe, with my glasses, all the 2s look like 7s right now. It'd be a bad time to go on a blind date.
Put on a third pair.
There you go.
Account Jade Love Lamere to say that he doesn't mention me in chats. You have.
Yeah, what resolution is that?
Let me look at this on my phone. So
120p.
Yeah, 72.
Even he can't see it.
Right?
It's like, let me look at this on my phone.
It looks clear when it's really away, but it's like, okay, let me zoom in and look at that. And it's like, you can't.
Okay, so this is St. Louis is live.
And then this account, it looks like it says the THEE Truffs with 3 Fs.
That's about the only thing I can read.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to make a note to check that one out.
Was it the Talking Don't? What the hell is that?
Where are you seeing this?
Below that, the Trust, top left,
don't.
and then Talking Don't. Oh, is it private?
Talking Don't private it. Hell, we have everything. That's what it looks like.
Ooh, Danger Bay. Okay.
Sounds.
Yeah, we don't want to go there, man.
And they put this up here. They said that the power panel had this. And then they're saying, look at the chat. And then they're saying, read the chat. So this is Jade Love Lamere in his chat saying, hi, I'm here. Okay, then there's the Jade Love Lamere account saying, if you 5 docs to me and threaten me, I will help to expose him. Who the fuck are you, Jade Love Lamere? Too Strong. Why? Yes, he has that to you. But you saying this, you haven't mentioned me in chats and stuff. Well, here it is. Then she said, yes, I'm familiar with Unspoken Purpose. I'm on an Uber ATM, but I'll be home soon to hit the panel. See, so she never came on the panel. She never did.
Nope.
Right.
Never.
Right.
She never did. And then he was dealing with the dead girl, Nina, and Bachi. He was dealing with her. Now, I'm not going to bring her up too much, but he was dealing with her, and he dropped her ass because of this. And he told me, he was like, I thought that was her. And I was like, no, it's not. So this Too Strong Hormones is behind this Jade Love Lamere account. She is, because Unspoken said it. She. So then Jade Love Lamere says, yes, he's been stalking, doxing, and harassing Unspoken and her grandson, Aiden. She's talking about Unspoken, mentioning her, like, why the fuck
Unspoken.
Right.
And they were like, no, we haven't mentioned you in chat. I haven't mentioned you in forever. Right here, you said he also talked to another Angel Boy Alex. Then she said, I sent Jason a link to Unspoken's live where she exposed a lot of his info about him. Did you watch that?
You following this, Andy?
I kind of am. I was going to ask you a question or two. Is this the first thing that you've seen of this guy?
No.
Is there more that you've looked into?
Yeah. This is the only one of the 3 that I've got for tonight that I've seen multiple kind of things.
This. Yeah. Right. Is it possible that this person he's talking about, this girl or whatever, is actually him? Like maybe he's like Vince the lawyer and all 200 and something members that are on his YouTube, like they're all him?
I would not be surprised. Like that catfish lady that created like a whole universe of people. I would not be surprised. He definitely seems unstable.
I mean, he's generally talking to himself, even though, he's got the whole storyline in his head and whatever's happened.
All right, well, let's see what he says.
Okay. The live was in 2 days ago. Then she said her. Then they said her channel was banned anyway. Yes, it is because you know about it. Right. Because you're a fucking stalker. Then I fucking came in the chat and said you can react to my live stream. So I'm on another panel right now. So for Jade Love Limey, or that's that facial account to say that they never. So for that Jade service.
Spit it out.
Yep.
So for that Jade Love Limey account to say that they never talked about me in chats, you are a liar because the receipts are right here.
He doesn't lie, dude. He brought the receipts, and there they are.
It's in the title.
So it's me, Alec.
Right.
Choice number 1 in who we explore a little further and bring to the guys.
I wonder if there's been an actual confrontation between the 2 of them, even if it's just been in the chat or not, or whether it's just someone that he's really angry about and he's just letting loose.
I'm going to have to look up that other channel and start checking them out and see if we can.
Let's find the other side of that argument.
I'm fascinated. I really am.
Yeah, there's something there.
All right, so that's choice 1.
All right, that's Alec, I believe.
That's Alec, yes. Right. I'm going to introduce you to choice number 2. Her name is Amber Lynn Reed.
Okay.
And what's interesting about Amber Lynn Reed is she has been on YouTube for like 8 years. And she was a really overweight woman. And she started her YouTube channel to document her weight loss journey, I guess. And her, as she describes it, relationship with food.
Right.
The problem is that in 8 years, it doesn't look like she has lost a pound, as you will see here.
Hello, welcome to another What I Ate Today video. Nothing I eat is going to be perfect in this video. I am simply just a girl trying to work on her relationship with food. My intention for...
What does that mean? Your relationship? Like, I don't have a relationship with food.
Relationship with food.
I have relationships with people.
Man, like, you are down with the food. Like, that's your
that's an addiction at that point, right?
A relationship. I mean, think about what we really have a relationship with in our lives, people. And this lady has a relationship with her food. I mean, she tried to lose weight within 8 years, and she's grown. I mean, maybe her hair's grown, but I mean, my God, that's unreal. A relationship.
She's got a very she's into food the way I'm into firearms,
Right. Today is to eat better than I did at my worst. Don't let food consume me, nourish my body, and be realistic while I do so. So let's get into it. Okay, so I've been awake for a few hours and I'm not really feeling like a full-fledged meal, which this is a meal, but I'm feeling like...
This is what I eat while I sleep. When I wake up, you just see what I get into.
Snacky foods. So I'm having 6 slices of this salami.
Of course.
I'm having a few Triscuits, a few wheat thins.
So spoiler alert, but this is going to be the best thing that she eats all day because she goes through her whole day of eating. So this is her breakfast. This is the healthiest thing that she consumes the whole day because I didn't see how many slices of salami and crackers and stuff were on there, but just rough estimate, this looks like a few hundred calories.
Exactly. As she uses the word a few, I think we have different definitions of how many a few actually means. And like larger
3.
people, the number is usually bigger.
And 2 of these wee brie cheeses.
So those are 40 calories each. That's 80 calories there.
That's actually pretty good. Look at that.
Yeah. I feel like this is in the 300 calorie range.
2 which of them, though. I think they're lying to her. 40 calories?
That's what it says.
Good. I'm also going
Now this.
Yeah, how many calories is that?
Well,
okay, let's get real here.
It's Coke Zero or Coke Zero sugar, so I'm not sure about the amount of calories. And even though there's no sugar, that doesn't make that a healthy option,
right?
Particularly first thing in the morning.
Exactly. The zero part means there's a 0 chance you're not going to get diabetes.
My apologies to Shuli and Mike Morse, but soda pop first thing in the morning, not exactly nutritious.
Yeah.
And she's drinking cherry Coke like Shuli. This is like Shuli's dream woman.
Right.
She's more like Zen's dream woman.
I'm going to be having
He likes them juicy. It's weird. He likes juicy women.
a cherry zero sugar.
Zen.
Oh.
Zen, I sent him a picture or a video from Instagram. It was like a fat chick like eating like a mukbang thing, and I sent it to him, and he was like, "Oh, that's hot. She's hot." And I was like, "You're kidding." He was like, "No." I'm like, "Oh God."
I thought he was talking about the food.
Oh, he might have been. I didn't consider that.
Yeah.
But please don't drink.
I think he's open to
Coca-Cola. Keep in mind, I will not be showing all my drinks because I forget. All I drink is water and 0-calorie drinks.
Okay, so if that Coke has 0 calories, okay, fine, but it still doesn't make it a good choice.
Right.
I'm about to show you guys the perfect bite.
This part really creeps me out.
And this is what we're seeing. Right.
With the brie cheese. Rip half of this guy here. Smear it. There we go. Perfect bite. Because
thankfully she didn't show herself eating that. I think she does show herself eating a little bit later in this, but it's hard to watch.
Right. That's her version of hors d'oeuvres.
Easily finished all those fries.
All right. So now she's talking about she was at bingo with someone, I think her mother, which she doesn't look terribly old. Like how old could she be? In her 30s, maybe?
This girl here?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would guess if she didn't have all that weight, I would have guessed even younger, like for
the
me,
fact
like
that she's playing bingo.
Well, yeah.
My parents play bingo.
Yeah, there's certain particular groups that play bingo. I mean, we all have at one point or another, but we're not consistently going to bingo. You've never like gone to a place and play bingo?
I mean, my mom would drag me there when I was a kid or whatever.
Well, that's what I mean. There's some point we played like maybe in school or something when we've had free time. But
like to go out, like that's what you're going out to do on a
and something you've done more than once, like it's bingo? A plan. You're going weekly or bi-weekly, whatever.
Bingo night.
Yeah, because
I mean, seems a little young for me to be going to bingo.
Hey, you win a lot of money, you get a lot of food, right?
And obviously, there's French fries there. That's what she's talking about here. She didn't finish all the fries.
They were super good. They were salted perfectly. But I knew, I was like, Amberlynn, like, you're going to feel heavy. You're going to feel, like, lethargic.
She's talking about
probably going to feel that way anyway.
Right. She's talking about her relationship again with food. So we were out the other night.
French fries, I love you. It's not you, it's me.
Right.
After you eat all these fries, like, there's just no reason for it.
So I'm assuming that's a salad,
right?
To the French fries,
right? This is 10 minutes later after the first video we saw of her eating food at home.
But whatever that dressing isn't helping. Probably should be going with just oil and vinegar, and
there's
probably
a good chance
lose the fries.
Right? Yeah.
Honestly, like if you're that overweight and you're trying to lose weight, like why would you be eating anything fried like French fries?
Yeah, you got the greasy fruit, or the greasy fries. You got the cheese, the shredded cheese all over the salad there,
and ham in there. And it looks like there might be like I can't tell if in the top corner of that salad that looks like maybe a splotch of sour cream or something. I can't tell.
Right.
And then whatever this dressing is, just this sort of helps you understand why she hasn't lost much weight in the last 8 years.
Yeah, but like Stacy said, is she trying to lose weight? I mean, it's been 8 years. I mean, is this the point she's at, or we're just watching her eat? I mean, what's going on?
Well, according to her, she's trying.
A little salad with your cheese. Right, Stacy? Yeah, exactly. What's going on?
Horrible.
Those fries look kind of good, though.
Throw the salad away.
Oh, she throws the salad out.
But she ate most of the fries.
Was this her idea of a diet?
That's not helping.
She'll buy it and then she throws half of it out. She's gonna waste it. I'm watching my weight.
All right,
yeah,
you guys,
it's not
so
hard
it's
to
time
do.
for the next meal. So I usually do not cook after I come home from bingo. So I decided to get this restaurant called BJ's. So I just got this grilled chicken sandwich. So it looks like this.
Hold on. Give me a
Now
second.
she's wearing the same clothes, right? Are we following along? This is the same.
Well,
day?
yeah, it's the same day. Yeah, it's
right.
Like yeah, BJ's. I want to see how many calories are in this
day
sandwich.
in the life.
Yeah, following everything she eats.
Right. I mean, if she gets a headache and starts putting mayonnaise on her Tylenol, I'm going to lose it.
According to the Google, that sandwich only has 220 calories in it. I find that hard to believe. Oh, this is based on the grilled chicken alone. Total calories.
Oh, of
calories
course.
will
Yeah,
vary
we're
depending on
going
the
to
bunch.
count the, yeah. 'Cause, I mean, it even looks like white bread too. It doesn't even look like brown bread that's toasted.
Yeah,
Of course,
there's
gonna
white
be
bread,
butter on it too.
cheese.
It's
Yeah.
grilled. Yeah.
So it's definitely going to be in the 500 to 600 calorie range. I'm guessing just for the sandwich.
Yeah, exactly. How you doing, Pat?
Just for the sandwich.
Yeah, and you know what? This could be like container 1 of 6. Does this look like a woman who's going to get a single container, a single sandwich? Really?
Wait, just hold on. Slow down there, Don. Of course she's
Am I
not.
getting ahead of myself?
There's
That's just
onion,
the sandwich.
lettuce,
All right.
aioli, and avocado. And then
I'm
you
all
also
in.
get a side. So out of all the sides, I chose
That's a smart move.
Okay.
Fruit. Excellent choice.
mixed fruit. And I also chose a side of Brussels sprouts. So
Odd choice, but at least
Brussels sprouts.
ostensibly
Ugh,
healthy,
never-
although they're probably like soaked in oil and God knows what. But
has to be. I mean, I'm not a fan of Brussels sprouts. It's just one thing that just really.
I'm not either. She seems really into them, and I find that fascinating because I didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, no
She does.
kidding. Oh, one thing I despised as a kid.
that is what I'm about to eat. I'm sorry, but this fruit looks so good right now. We have pineapple, which is my favorite, strawberry, which is my second favorite, and grapes. This sandwich is so messy, but I've had it before. It's really good. Let me take off the tomato.
Yeah, you don't want to get that.
Yeah,
am,
you don't
like,
want to get that tomato in your mouth.
creeped out by grilled chicken, especially from like restaurants. But this grilled chicken is delicious.
Horrifying watching this.
But you know what?
Like,
We're
you can
thinking of the
literally tell it's
in-between,
just-
like while she's actually chewing it. Like it's actually been edited, unless you did this for us.
No,
We're
she edited
not.
that.
Oh, thank you. Ah.
Hard to watch.
It's like cut from a rotisserie chicken. It's so good. And then something about these Brussels sprouts. I mean, any Brussels sprouts good, but
That looks horrible, by the way.
Liking where you're doing, I guess.
damn, these are good.
What a
You
choice
guys,
so
I
quick.
literally just ate the vegetables and then the rotisserie chicken from the sandwich. It doesn't even need the bread. It also doesn't even need the cheese. Like,
Come
I'm not eating
on.
Andy.
No shit.
I just ate the vegetables and the chicken.
Right? Yeah.
eating any of that. Oh my god, that was so freaking good. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna make a healthier choice.
We're looking
Instead
at
of
a woman
having
that doesn't eat bread, people. Sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
a king size almond joy. I'm going to have
Yeah.
A king. So she was going to have a king size almond joy.
Right.
Which, if you're that big and trying to lose weight, there is never an appropriate time to have a king sized almond joy.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe you people out there
I do
that
it
built a
sometimes.
house, you know how big a brick is, so expect
I
something
don't
that
eat
size.
that shit. I don't eat stuff like that.
I used to, but I mean, I was a kid. Like, it was brutal. But I mean,
Right, yeah, when you were a
your
kid.
body really eventually tells you, like, don't eat this shit. You just stop. You just
But it's okay, Andy, because she
care.
was going to have a king size almond joy. She doesn't. She's got other choices.
right. And don't forget, this
even
is a
remember
this is
where
a
I put it.
4-year journey. I mean, she's only 8 years in. I mean, we're watching this because she's going to lose weight. So I mean, like, year 26, guys, it's going to get fucking exciting. You know, stay
This is
tuned.
the 8th year of her 5-year weight loss plan.
Right. She's going to be down to 8 chocolate bars a
one of
day.
my built
Oh God.
Right. So instead of having the king size almond joy, she's going to have one of these, which she does say how many calories. I forget. It's like 120 calories,
Right.
140, which is better, but still unnecessary if you're
Yeah,
trying
exactly.
to lose weight.
bars.
many calories are the
So
wrappers?
far, only had one of the, which one is this? Brownie batter. I had it with you guys.
She's looking at it like she doesn't know what it is.
I had one of these puff coconut ones.
Does sound good. I will say that.
They kind of do. There's a couple things she's eating that, you know, I would eat, but.
Yeah, both of us are in decent shape.
Right. I mean, right now in her life, it's like 9 a.m. in the morning. Like her day's just gotten started.
Literally, these are so good. This is such a better alternative than having the king size Almond Joy. So king size Almond Joy, like no protein, over 440 calories.
440 calories. And she was even considering having that.
Right. This is the woman didn't have bread on her sandwich. I mean, look to her left. There's an Amazon box right there. I mean, her chocolate bars come in huge boxes. They get delivered to her house. She doesn't have to go out.
In bulk.
Right? Yeah, it's me again. Yeah, 20 boxes. Yeah, I should be good for the week.
The Amazon she runs short. Workout.
Right? Oh my God.
This is only 140, and this has collagen protein. I need more protein because I actually don't eat as much protein as I should. Like, I'm thinking back at my meal today.
She doesn't need as much protein as she should.
She looks like she eats enough everything that she could.
Yeah. Yeah. I bet
and she had pepperoni or salami this morning, and then ham in that salad and a chicken breast on that sandwich. Like, you've gotten some protein today. And probably like 3,000 calories.
Like that chicken that I had in my sandwich was probably like the most protein I had. I did have that
of course she is.
Salami earlier, which I have a whole other pack of that. A serving is only 9 protein. Oh my God. And then I didn't have much of the ham. So, and like.
She's so big, you can tell she's standing at a counter because that Amazon box is on the counter and her ass has got to be hitting that cabinet behind her.
Right.
She's like sandwiched into that kitchen.
Yeah, it's a lower counter. I mean, yeah, she almost looks like she's at a furniture store. She doesn't look like she's at home, right? In the kitchen. Like right now, she's at an IKEA or something, eating food, and people are going, wondering, what the fuck is she doing here? She's taping herself eating chocolate bars at a fucking IKEA. What is happening? And she brought an Amazon box of chocolate
bars. Someone call 911. That lady's here.
Protein
exactly.
And like things that you wouldn't think would have protein. Your girl needs more protein. All right, you guys, so it is the end of the night, so that means it is time for food for thought.
Okay, this is where it gets weird. Gets weird. Let me rephrase that. This is where it gets weirder because now she's going to discuss how her food journey through the day affected.
Right. Okay.
Was there a moment where I felt proud of a choice I made today? Definitely the choice that I made at bingo and not finishing my fries. How did my emotions show up in my eating today?
How did my emotions show up? Do your emotions show up in your eating? Like, you're way too into food if you're thinking about things through this lens. Like, calories are gasoline for your body. That's all it is. It's fuel.
That's right.
You don't need to get emotionally involved in it. Like,
right. I mean, sometimes I'll take like 3 minutes just because I have to. You know, I'll eat something and boom, I'm back at it. You know, like.
I mean, I eat my dinner here almost every night.
Right.
Like the minute the Uncle Rico show's on the air, I'm shoveling a plate of like mac and cheese in my mouth or something.
Right. How do my emotions show up in my eating today?
How did your emotions show up in your eating today, Andy?
God,
I've never thought about my emotions and food.
I mean, it's a necessity, but you're plain happy, especially if you're having a really great meal. I mean, that's the only thing I really think of. I mean, I don't get angry like this fucking meal. Piece of shit
so
steak.
even if you're having like a really great meal like that, it's like you're with your family or something. Like that's the part that you have.
Well, yeah.
The attachment
you're not saying this food is making me feel so good right now.
Right.
I mean, it's something you really don't have to say. Yeah, we're all getting full. We're tasting things that we like. Sorry, we're humans.
We're all putting things in our mouth and tasting.
Yeah. Some of us like to eat.
Back.
Some of us like to eat a little more.
During each meal, before and after. I genuinely have so much going on, like in my life right now, that I didn't feel any emotions towards my food. It was another day of just me trying to be better. Am I learning about myself through this process? I worry too much about what other people think and say about my eating. I need to stop. I genuinely need to stop because the people who are saying bad things about what I'm doing to make a better relationship with food, those people don't give a care about me. They literally don't at all. And I need to keep reminding myself of that.
Listen, I don't give a care about her either, but that's not the point. The point is what she's doing is obviously not working after 8 years.
Right. And you know, someone you'd like, someone I'm sure does care about her or she has family, and you'd still go like, what's the journey? I mean, you're pissed off that people are bugging you about your eating habits, but you're putting it online for everyone to look at you and have problems with you because you do have bad habits and they question that.
And it also can't be very motivating for other people to see her not make any progress.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. I'm not getting
100%.
any, right. I'm not getting any Richard Simmons vibes at all. Right?
Yeah, you want to see her sweating to the oldies?
Shout out Richard. But exactly. He died for people like
that,
this.
like, I'm trying to do better and they understand that counting a calorie or just eating plain chicken and broccoli all day is just not going to make me be successful.
Yes, it is. Counting calories is certainly going to make you successful. Burning more calories than you consume is going to make you successful. That's really all there is to it. It's a math problem.
And even if you weren't into this journey, if there was a journey, if she was actually losing weight, if she lost even 40 pounds or whatever it is, like over the course of a few months, like just some type of direction, but there's like, she's doing the same thing over and over again. What's going on? I mean, she's already calling food, you know, having a relationship with her food.
She has, by
it's
the way,
over.
247,000 subscribers. So this isn't a small channel.
What?
Yeah, 200. Well, I think people like watching her and trolling her, probably.
Yeah, or feeling better about themselves. Like,
all right, let's wrap this one up.
Like, those are the people that have rational, logical thinking. I have to continuously remind myself of the dietitians I've seen, the nutritionists, the psychologist I had in outpatient. I have to like remember the things that I learned. The things that I learned during those times,
cousins.
It wasn't just for those times. It was information and knowledge that I was supposed to use for the rest of my life, but I didn't. So here I am now trying to do so. I feel good. My eating was good today. My body feels it, and I'm just happy with the choices I made. So that's the end of this video. Hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
All right, folks, that's Amber and Reed. So we've got It's Me, Alec, and we've got Amber
we still have to vote. I mean, next time we'll have to
have
see
one more.
Right? We'll stop to next time. Maybe we can see her at the gym.
Real quick, Beef Drippins with $2 says, Joe, do the double hand thing. We deserve it. Okay, if somebody gives more memberships, we will do you need to make Andy a discount double dong thing where your arms are.
I'll get on that.
Bubble Popper 24 with $4.99 says, Joe, check out NLO later. I'm sorry I'm cheating on you guys, but holy crap, it's great. FSJ. No problem that you're cheating.
Interesting.
Check out all of the shows in the Dabbleverse. The more the Dabbleverse grows, the more all of us grow. So, and I have checked out NLO. I've watched Melton. Ken Fresno with $2 says, Into the Frog with discount dong. Port I'd watch. Into the Frog.
Thanks, Ken. I think.
Aku Mugen with $5 Canadian. That's 2 toonies and a loony.
There you go.
That's correct. It was revealed that to wipe, she just put a washcloth on the edge of a bathroom counter and backed into it. Are you serious, or are you making? I hope you're making a joke. Because if that's for real, that's epic.
There's wild stories, Joe. I mean, people are so big they can't wipe their own ass. I mean, that's not in her video, is it? You don't see that part.
That's on her OF.
Right.
Donald Kunzer with $2 says, introduce her to Zen. Yeah, that's what I was saying a minute ago. That's a chick I think Zen would be into.
Yeah. Check her out on Only Feces.
Only food. That's not
Only food.
I should keep my mouth shut. JFK Head Chunk with $2. The eye piercing makes her look skinny. Smart move.
That's why you said that. I think she had one earring too. I was trying to figure that out. She's trying to balance her weight or something. She doesn't fall over.
And we've got Team Gary. Thank you for using your 17-month member milestone chat on Into the Pond. Amber's leg weighs more than Frog. That is probably true because I think she said at one point in the video that she weighs over 400 pounds.
No.
Yes.
How did I miss that?
So, I mean, that's almost 3 of me.
Oh, my God.
All right. So, our last contestant.
Yes.
Of the evening.
Yes.
So, this channel is called Jared Juggernaut Fitness. Okay.
Yeah. I love X-Men. Let's go.
So he started, this is an interesting story. And this is, I think all of these people for different reasons could be fun to look into. But the reason I think he might be fun to look into in particular is he apparently was a streamer for a long time on YouTube and started getting trolled really hard and left YouTube for 3 years.
Right.
He came back recently, and instead of doing, I guess he was doing a gaming channel, and that's where all the trolls were coming in. So he's rebranded. So he's no longer Jared Genesis, which I guess was his old channel.
Okay.
He's now Jared Juggernaut Fitness. And he,
Right.
like Amberlyn, he is getting into shape.
Okay.
So meet Jared Juggernaut. Oh, for the record, he has 2,000 subscribers, and he says he's here to motivate others and have a great time doing it.
All right.
So, Jesus Christ is rad.
Sounds good.
What's going on, guys? It's Jared Juggernaut Fitness here.
Okay, so, A, he doesn't look like the most physically fit person in the world,
Right.
obviously.
But we don't know where. Oh, sorry, Joe. I was going to say we don't know where it came from, and I assume by the pants that's hung up behind him on the wall, that's how big he was.
I think that's a sheet covering the window.
Oh, really? I thought that was a pair of pants.
No, I don't think so. But pay attention. So apparently he's going gray, and he wanted to color his hair. Pay attention to what he says he did to color his hair.
So, yeah, I don't know if you noticed, bro, but my hair is now brown. I use cocoa powder. So, thanks, Mom, for the tip there.
His mom told him to put cocoa powder in his hair.
Wow.
Does that make sense to anyone? I don't know a whole lot of cosmetic stuff like that, but is that a thing? Putting cocoa powder in your hair to dye it? Because now you've got cocoa powder in your hair.
If I knew Johnny, I would have told you to do that.
Big up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it didn't work that well on the sides, I guess, because my hair is so thin. But I think I at least stained it so it looks like it is.
I didn't edit this, by the way. This is the only one of the 3 that I didn't edit at all. This is whole 8 minutes of this video because I was having a really hard time trying to decide what to cut. And again, especially considering this guy was a lolcow for a little bit and then left the internet and now is back. I think if his older streams are out there somewhere, they could be fun to look into.
Yeah.
But on my beard too, man. I'm telling you guys, does a good job. So hopefully that'll last a few days. But
or you could get hair
dye.
dye.
Look the part, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta be professional here. Which, by the way, I just need to get some tank tops. The shirts that I have are just.
You know how hard those can be to find.
Yeah, right.
Too
This
hot
guy
to
can't
wear
find his shirt.
the fucking summer. So
I also
I'll
like
probably
the
grab some tank.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toy that's over his left shoulder.
Right. But what are you thinking about just before you go on? It's like, oh, I can't find a shirt. Oh, I should go on now. I promised the 12 people.
Hold on. I'm
What's
sorry
going
to
on?
interrupt the video, but just to show you here. Oh, hold on. This one. That's a thing for him, apparently. Is the.
Oh, okay. Shirtless. Yeah. Like Bert Kreischer.
Yeah. He's got a whole Bert Kreischer vibe. The video we are watching right now is this one, the channel update from 6 days ago that, as you can see, has 376 views.
Right. Bert Kreischer is the machine, and this guy's the engine.
Pretty soon. But guys, even though I've had this channel for a while, I feel like it's official now. Like, I feel like we're officially Jared Juggernaut Fitness. And, it's funny because I've been back on the internet now for roughly close to 3 years, and that's the same amount of time that I took a break from the internet. So essentially what I did was, more or less, I just made up for lost time, with the Jared Genesis gaming gimmick. But I just kind of feel like that's over now. So it's funny how that sort of worked out. I wonder if it was just like held inside of me for those 3 years and it finally just, equally made up for anyways.
You don't finish
boy.
that thought. Like, if you're gonna go live, wouldn't you? Why do I have my Lens Day background? What happened here?
I was just going to ask you that earlier. I got so distracted with these videos.
Where'd my
Wow.
pond background go?
Yeah, look at this guy. Like, that's the picture of fitness right there, people.
I'm just not even talking about the past anymore, though, bro. Like, I've moved on from literally everything. I know that God works in mysterious ways, and I know that things happen for a reason, so I'm not gonna question like some of the silly shit that happened in my past. At the end of the day, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and
Yeah.
it goes without saying, but haters make you fucking famous. So
That's what we're counting on here.
That's it.
At Into the Pond, we're counting on you hating us and that making us famous.
Yeah, really. These people go away. It's like, yeah, we love it.
I'm grateful for that too, but
We're entertained.
anyways, y'all, I don't really have a whole lot to say today except that I'm just tired as fuck.
Good thing you made a
'Cause I've
video.
been exercising a lot and back on zinc now, which it's gonna take me a while to get used to, bro, because when I got off zinc, dude, like I was just
I was all strung
Zinc?
out on the zinc. Yeah,
What?
the zinc.
Like the element zinc?
Yeah,
Like in the periodic table?
I guess so. I'm gonna look on what that does.
Shout out to iron and silver.
Zinc offers a wide range of benefits for the body, primarily supporting immune function, wound healing, and various metabolic processes.
Okay.
Immune support.
Hey.
yeah, I was more sedentary, and I guess that's the reason. I just figured maybe my body was winding down, but the bulk must continue on, bro.
He's
But
18.
with that said, I mean, I'm still gonna watch my weight. But yeah, bro, apparently my body still wants to fucking bulk a little bit. Which there ain't nothing wrong with that. As long as I'm putting in the work, I don't really care about calories. Like, I've been going hard as a
It's
bitch.
another one. It's amazing to me that both of them, I found both of these weirdos in the same day, and both of them are like, no, I'm not going to sit here and count calories. Like, that's precisely what you should be doing.
Right.
Like, imagine if imagine your car is a 10-gallon gas tank, and every time you got gas, you put 12 gallons in, and those other 2 gallons just made your car bigger.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Right.
It's like
It's like
you've
that
got
saying,
to
like-
burn more.
Yeah, like when you have too much in life going on, you're putting 30 tons on a 10-ton truck. It's just not happening.
I've never heard that before.
I just made it up.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
Like, there's no reason for me to even worry about that shit.
No.
When you're working out, literally.
It's funny. I have a friend that gave me this same speech, and he's overweight. And it's funny, a lot like Amberlyn Reed. He goes to the gym all the time, and every single time I see him, he looks fatter. And when I have the conversation with him about calories, he always says the same thing. Like this guy, like, that's not what works, and you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, yeah, I'm the one that isn't overweight. I clearly don't know what I'm talking about.
Right. You have to ask him where he goes when he leaves the gym. Where's the first place you're heading to, buddy?
Kentucky Fried Chicken is what it
Right.
was.
Like 3 hours.
Tell Burger
in a
King I said
fucking
hi.
day at least. Oh yeah, I've been going that hard. Some of you guys probably don't believe that, but yeah, I can.
Well, you don't believe that he spends 3 hours a day at the gym, Andy?
No, I don't think Jenna believes it either. Oh my God. That's hilarious.
A lot of you guys probably don't believe that.
Get going, bro. When I'm juiced up on that fucking zinc. You know what I mean?
I know.
God steroids, as I like to call it.
Yeah.
And that extra strength.
I think steroids are God's steroids.
That extra strength. What's the next word he's going to say? Oh, you
B12,
know, probably.
Holy shit.
Oh, what did he say? Oh, B12.
Extra strength B12, which
Right.
is a good thing to take. I take B12.
Right. I thought he was going to say melted cheese.
That shit actually, like, it got to the point where I was exercising so much I would get dizzy. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to take B12 again, bro, because that shit was like, yeah, I was getting a little too intense with that, I think. I probably would have ended up hurting myself.
Probably not the case, but...
Right. Anyways, guys, yeah, bro, it's just fitness stuff on here, guys, so, you know, if you're not into that...
This is a fitness channel. Look at me, for God's sake.
Right, exactly. Is this someone you're gonna loan this guy $40 and believe him that he's gonna pay you back? I mean, the hair dye didn't work. The fitness thing, for some reason, I'm looking at him and I'm not believing that that's not working either.
Not buying it?
Yeah, that's not the face of someone who's gonna pay you back $40. It's not
3 hours a day at the gym, brother.
Right.
Bulking up.
My channel's probably just not for you.
I think if your bedroom looks like that, it is unlikely that you have the discipline to go to the gym every day. Just
maybe he's at the gym right name. Maybe that's Jim's place. It's his boyfriend's.
Because
Jim's a chubby chaser.
I'm literally done with everything else. Like it feels like it's out of my system, homie.
I like that he talks street.
Yeah.
It's out of my system, homie.
Right. Now he's believable.
Yeah, it's authentic now.
In terms of just, you know, everyday vlogs, reaction stuff, I don't care about that anymore. You know, it's funny too, because like if 2019 Jared Genesis knew that I'd be doing reaction videos in 2025, he probably would have freaked out, because
he'd probably be like, why are you still fat? You're at the gym 3 hours a day.
Right.
That's what he would be saying.
Yeah.
Start counting calories, dummy.
I used to think that was so dumb. I used to think, you know, these people who react to videos were such cornballs. But, well, I guess I became a cornball myself. But you know what? I don't care. It was fun. I had my fun with that shit. But again, guys, I'm just going to level with y'all. I'm only going to be doing fitness on this channel now. It's literally out of my system, homie.
When did you just start?
I just don't care to do anything else at this point, but...
You can tell. Like, that bedroom, his whole look says that I don't have the energy to care about anything anymore.
That's fitness. Oh, my God.
Sir, you have a sheet hanging over your window.
Yeah.
We can tell that you've given up caring.
And think about it, people. He probably cares, and that's the best part of his room, what he's showing there.
He has toys in the background.
Right. That don't belong to him.
Any toys? I don't own any toys.
Well, I'll plead the fifth.
You do, don't you?
I might have one or two.
Wrestling figurines?
Actually, no. Back in the day I did, but my ex threw them all out.
Smart woman?
Well, yeah, that's your opinion, but anyways. But I actually have... I won't get into it, but there are a couple toys I have, like when I was like a kid, like, you know, like 7, 8, 10, that kind of thing. I just really enjoyed, and I got later on. Of course, were so expensive because they barely exist anymore, but I may have a couple of those.
Couple things that mom wouldn't buy you as a kid, but in your 40s, you're like, I've got the money to buy whatever the fuck I want now.
Well, actually, she did. And funny thing, too, my mom threw those out. Like, what's the fuck with these women in my life throwing stuff out? What's going on?
My folks did that to me, too, when they moved out of the house I grew up in into their little retirement community. I said,
oh, my God.
Like, where are all my books? And she was like,
yeah.
Like, you donated all of my books?
Joe, I had toys. I had these collectible comic books, too. Like, I had the first Thor. I don't know what that'd be worth now, but still, like, what'd you throw that shit out for? Why don't you give me a call and ask me to come pick it up?
Guys, phone lines are open. What kind of toys did your mom throw out?
Right? Yeah, this is the place to get laid, guys.
Who knows what the future holds? I will be getting a gaming PC next year.
Yes.
Christmas. Or not next year, but next Christmas.
Oh, you're a gamer.
And, you know, if I feel like I'm at a level, like health-wise, to where I can, yeah, I mean, I might.
You know, you got to be healthy and fit to stream video games.
Devote some time to doing gaming playthroughs for you guys. But that's only if I feel like I'm ready, you know. And that's the reason too why God hasn't blessed me with a PC yet. You know,
right.
Even though I do practice manifestation, I understand that sometimes you're not going to get something even if you want it, because God's the one in control. He knows what's best for us. If I had a gaming PC right now, I'm sure it would slow me down from my goals. It wouldn't stop me, but you know, I just want to get there as fast as I can, especially as a fucking natty, bro, because holy shit, man. When you're not on gear, it takes twice as long.
Now, I think he means steroids.
Did you say natty?
Yeah, what I believe him to be saying is that he's doing it naturally and not using steroids. That's just picking up from context. I've never heard either of those.
Yeah, I guess I can't say I've heard that term. That one got past me while I was doing lots of steroids.
He ain't gonna take steroids. That's all natural, ladies.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not necessarily, but what am I trying to say? You know, either way, it takes roughly a decade to reach peak. That's just how I feel. That's how other people feel. But like, you're going to be going slower those first few years.
I know a lot of you people have been looking at me right now.
I feel
saying,
like
is that X-Men's Hugh Jackman?
Kind of past that point now, actually. I feel like at this point, I'm just sort of like tweaking some shit up. You know what I mean? Like, for example, when I started 3 years ago again, my trap game and shoulder game was not the best.
Look at it now, dude. That's 3 years of work. Look at those traps and shoulders.
This trap game. Oh my
trap
God.
Game, homie. Trap game strong.
Right?
But I have actually...
There's a lot of crazy people in the world. And for some reason, a lot of them feel compelled to stream on YouTube. I don't know why, but I'm here for it.
Right.
Really grown in that area, so I'm happy with that.
They are gifts.
You know,
they are very true. They're gifts from the comedy gods.
Could I be doing better in those areas? Sure, but I mean, I've actually gotten some fucking muscle up there, so I'm happy with that. You know, I'm not complaining, bro. I take what I can get at my age, homie. You know, I'm nearly 40 now.
Nearly 40.
Wow.
And the body kind of slows down at that age, you know what I mean?
No
so you got to just be grateful for what you get. And I am, bro. You know, I'm probably around, I haven't weighed myself in a while, but I'm probably around 260. And
260, which is a fine weight if you're 7'2".
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, how tall is this guy?
You know I shouldn't be weighing quite that much. At this point in my life, I should probably be around like 240, maybe even 230.
No.
So, yeah, I mean, if I can lose 20 pounds by next Christmas...
By Christmas?
How much?
20 pounds.
20.
By Christmas.
Wow, he's got big expectations, eh?
Like, if you tried, you could probably lose 20 pounds in like 2 months.
Yeah, like if you didn't eat for the afternoon.
Yeah, and if you actually went to the gym.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just say it like that, bro. Like, I am not planning on doing gaming for a long time. So...
Focused on fitness.
If by then I feel ready, well then, yeah, I'll probably do more playthrough shit. But until then, guys, it's just going to be fitness. Hope you guys are okay with that. You know,
we are.
Oh, yeah.
I think that a lot of people who watch me, bro, they just, you know, they're in it for the drama, but there's not going to be any more drama. So I'm just letting you guys know, like, I'm not talking about stupid trolls anymore.
Yeah, you are. We're going to make you.
I think a lot of them have honestly just, I know they're defeated. Like, I know they feel.
It's funny because he kind of did a Stuttering John thing here where he was like getting trolled and he was like, well, I'll just vanish from the internet. And then when you come back, they won't be around anymore.
Right. Comes back looking like Fergie, working on her fitness.
There's really nothing they can do at this point to cause up any shit. So, like, I have no desire to even, you know,
do anything.
Remotely help them in any way by talking about them or anything like that. I won't be posting about them anymore either. I was talking about one loser, but yeah, he's just he's past history now.
I ate him.
It's all going to be fitness stuff, guys. Fitness and health. Okay. So, you know, it's not limited to just working out, but also health stuff in general. I would like to discuss because, well, we're living in a health crisis right now. So, you know, you got to do what you can to help out a brother or a sister. So,
that's racist.
Here you guys have it, man. Jared Juggernaut Fitness. Let's fucking go. And I got for my next video, I'm probably just gonna review this massage.
What the hell?
I don't know. Hold on, I just want to real quick just grab a screenshot of that.
Yeah, I should.
Thank you.
Roller that I got, it's pretty fucking sweet.
You're gonna review that massage roller. I can't wait for that.
I'll probably drop a review
ice
and
cream
maybe
scoop.
like I don't know if I'll do it tonight. I'll probably be too tired, but probably tomorrow I'll just do that. But anyways, guys, cheers.
What do you reckon he's tired from?
I'm not sure. Really?
Like, he doesn't look like he has a job. So he ain't tired from working.
Yeah. I mean, he was talking about working on the tries.
He has traps and
Stay
shit.
healthy out there.
Yeah,
Stay
the traps,
happy.
the lats.
See you on the next video. Peace.
He's Jared Juggernaut. So there's your choices for tonight is Amberlynn Reed, It's Me, Alec, and Jared Juggernaut. Who do we want to take a little deeper dive into? Let's go. We got a couple of super chats, and we'll check the poll results.
Tough,
and
Joe.
get the fuck out of here. The Late Night Stash member for 7 months says, "Long live the frog." Oh, whoop whoop, Don.
Oh, hey, the Late Night
Not
Stash.
whoop, whoop. I'm sorry, that's the Juggalo thing. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Let me do this one over. The Late Night Stash. Thanks for 7 months. Long live the frog. Oh, whoop whoop, Don.
Whoop whoop, brother.
I'm right. JFK Headchunk closing us out with $2 says the beard lets you know where his chin would be. That is true. He is Jared Juggernaut Fitness hanging at the gym. That's right. All right, so let's check this poll before we get out of here and see who is in the lead with 50%. Oh my God, it's a runaway, Andy.
Is it?
Who do you think won?
I didn't even look.
Don't look. Who do you think won?
Oh, there's 3. They each bring something.
But with 50%, I just ended the poll. I think it was at 50. Yeah, 50%. So it's 50, 30, 20 is the breakdown. Who do you think took half of the votes?
It's so tough. But when you said who took half, that'd be an understatement. But I'm thinking Amber.
Amber is
the journey.
The winner.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
the journey. The journey
people
going
have
nowhere.
spoken.
Right. The relationship with food. Oh, that's tough though. They all brought something, you know.
So
I'm curious about Jared too in that journey of fitness. Like,
yeah, I'm not giving up on him either. I think I'll keep an eye on all of these people, but I am going to go ahead and get a package cut of this Amberlynn Reed, and we'll introduce her to the boys. I'll bet you $10 that Zen finds her attractive. I bet you $10. Zen's like, she's not that bad. I think she's hot. I would. That's what he'll say. I would.
I would.
He probably would. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight on Into the Pond. We appreciate you being here and gifting memberships and super chatting and supporting us. It really helps every single person here, all 5 of us.
It really does.
We love you for it.
Yeah, we love you guys. We love doing this. We're always having fun. That's why we're here, having a good time.
We appreciate it. We will be back tomorrow. We're going to do something in the evening. I don't know what quite yet. It's just going to be Shuli. Mike's still in Europe, and Zen has a gig tomorrow night. So it'll just be Shuli. We'll figure out what we're doing. And then whatever it is after that, we will go ahead and get a raid going. So there will be a raid tomorrow and something else. Not sure exactly what, but something. Maybe we'll cut a package of Amberlynn and we'll do a little pop-up show or rabbit hole with her, and we'll show Shuli, see if we can convince him to get on the Amber train. Tracy with $5 says, I was late. Did you see the Amber vid where she said she ordered an apple but got chips? I did not, but I look forward to it. I mean, the people have spoken. 50% is how the vote broke down. So, I mean, everybody's looking to get some more amber, and there's plenty of her to go around. So hopefully we will find the I ordered an apple but got chips video. Anyway, thank you guys. Seriously, we say it a lot, but we mean it. And that's you guys being here and watching and supporting us. It really makes this all happen. And every single one of us appreciates it so much. We can't do it without you guys being here. We love each and every one of you. And we will see you tomorrow for something and then a raid. You all have a great night. Thanks, Andy, for being here with me.
Thank you, buddy. Always a great time.
Beef Dripping.
Thank you, everybody.
I would, but Shuli would murder me. That's his thing, the raid, you know.
You're cool too, Beef.
I know, Stacy. I know. Oh, actually, real quick before we dip out of here, I have a story about X. So after that, the last raid, which I guess would have been Saturday, right? That's when we typically do the raids. Right. We had bumped into her and she had the link in her chat. So the guys went over there and jumped on her show and we're talking with her and we gave her the email address. She reached out. She reached out. We were so excited. I was like texting in the group. I'm like, hey, that lady reached out. We're going to get her on. And she was like, hey, you guys told me to email you. And I was like, yeah, that'd be great. We'd love to get you on with the guys. And by the next response, so she emails us, I respond, yeah, awesome. We'd love to get you on. The next response from her is that she just watched our show and saw us kind of making fun of her. And she was like, she was very angry that we would try. She thought we were trying to like, what you'd call it. A gotcha with her where we're going to prank her.
Making fun of her.
Make fun of her. Right.
Right. So, we all bust balls.
I tried explaining that to her. I was like, well, it's a comedy show. The guys are comedians. It's all in good fun. She has not responded. So I don't think she likes us. But either
she
way,
didn't seem too happy by that message.
Either way, if Andy and I started raiding, Shuli would murder us. He'd come in here and shut the stream down. You know how he is. He's very protective. He's afraid of us becoming stars. He knows that we're the real talent here. And he's so afraid of us becoming stars that he would not like us raiding.
I think it's our looks.
I think so too.
Not just me, though.
I'm definitely the best looking member of the team. I mean, there's no question about that, right?
Right. But I mean, Shuli's got looks too. I mean, I think you're getting laid. I mean, I know he is.
I'm probably the only one that's getting laid regularly.
Mike, I'm not sure about running around with all those little stand-ups of John.
He gets pegged. That's not quite the same. Beef Drippins with $2 says, go into the Discord #raid and we'll do it. I can't. Shuli would kill us.
Yeah.
But we love you guys. We appreciate you being here. It's been a fun Friday night. I hope you're all doing well. We will see you back here tomorrow for something special and a raid. Everybody have a great night and we will see you next time.
You are listening to Into the Pond with Frog.